Hey guys, it's Dave, and in this video I want to talk about meditation. And I made a video about the growth mindset recently, and this is closely linked to that. In that video I talked about how juggling is a perfect activity for practicing the growth mindset, because when we drop the ball we can see it as a failure, or we can see it as a dot on the spiral of our increasing skill, and that we need many dots on that in order to increase. And so dropping the ball, all that really means is, all that is a sign of, is that I'm practicing. And because I'm practicing, I will get better. So that's the growth mindset. Meditation. Meditation and these exercises are complementary. They're kind of opposites, kind of the same thing. But anyway, the way that they're opposites is when we meditate. I've been meditating for about two months-ish, and I already feel a difference. But I couldn't have kept going for 2 months even if I didn't really use it as an opportunity for practicing the growth mindset. Because meditating is the same thing as with juggling. When you meditate, you're focusing on something, right? For me, it's focusing on my stomach, my lower stomach. Focusing on how it feels, to actually sense the physical sensations and bring my entire mind to this point. What that means is I'm trying to block out the thoughts, the fantasies, the regrets, the anxieties, whatever. And so that's my goal, is I'm trying to focus, I'm trying to block that out. What's the reality? I'm constantly fantasizing, constantly having anxiety, constantly thinking about something I shouldn't have done or should have done. So that's kind of like throwing the ball, catching, or dropping it, right? When I bring my mind back to my stomach, after having gone off on a little mental journey, I can say, I can think about it in a few different ways. One is I can say, I'm so bad, my mind is so bad at this, I was totally gone for a while, I was totally in some fantasy, right? And now I'm aware of it, wow, I really suck, because I was just doing that. That's one thing. Another way I can think about it, and the one that has really kept me going, is I say to myself, I brought myself back. Every time I bring myself back, my brain gets stronger. My control over my attention gets a tiny bit stronger. So that's something to celebrate. Yes, I did it. I brought myself back from my fantasies. That's strengthening my control over my attention. And that feeling, the point is that feeling of I am good because I brought myself back, makes me want to do it more, right? The feeling of, I'm a failure, I'm so bad at this, my mind wanders too much, doesn't make me want to do it more. And both of them could be equally true. There is no truth, which one is more real. It's the fact is, this one, the positive one, makes me want to meditate more. Which means I'm going to do it more, which means I'm going to get better at it. The negative one is going to make me stop and give up. So, and again, same thing with catching the ball and dropping the ball. When you drop it, you can say, this means I'm bad at juggling, or you can say, this means I'm practicing. And when you catch it, you can say, yes, I caught it. That means that also means I'm practicing. So that's great. And so that's how these two things complement each other, meditation and these exercises. And they're also kind of the opposite, because these exercises are kind of shorter. Meditation you do for, 5, 10, 20 minutes. Start with very few, less than 5 minutes at first. And always set a timer. I always set a timer, because that's one thing I don't want to be thinking about is, did I do it long enough, So, where was I? They're opposite because with these exercises, the point is kind of overload of stimuli. in our bodies, in what we're trying to do. Whereas with meditation, the focus is very simple, and the overloading comes kind of naturally just from our own thoughts. So that's how they're opposite, is that in with the exercises, we're really putting this load on us. We're putting all these activities onto us at once, and we're doing it for a shorter period of time. Meditation is kind of naturally arising stimulation. And as a final word, I want to just say that you can meditate almost. So it's kind of a bridge between these two things by just doing one movement for a while, trying to do it as long as you can. And you can count or not. You don't have to count, but just do it. And try not to drop it, and see how long you can do it for. And when you drop it, that means you're practicing, and that's great. And just trying to do it for a long period of time will make you grow in a different way. So find your activity. It might not be 3-ball juggling. For me right now it's 4-ball juggling, because that's more challenging for me. For you it might be this. The point, I think, though, is that it should be sort of continuous, or this one. This you can get really continuous at, and just settle into the activity. Okay, so try that out. I hope that's helpful, and I'll talk to you next time.